Toyota? Ah! You went too fast. Hi guys, welcome back to another YouTube video.
Dad, what are you doing over here at Giuseppe's Garage? Thanks for watching.
We're going to get a Datsun. It's not
Shut
gonna
it
be...
off. We're going to get a Datsun and say click, shut it off. Get it? It's a joke. Alright, we're going to try to get a Datsun today.
It's a 240, and it was rotted when it was new. In other words, this thing might snap in half when we go pull it out. First of all, the vines are holding it down because it's been in that spot for like 30 years. He said that the whole car was like moving.
That was bad.
Because of rot.
On their own track.
Yeah.
My dreams were always that I wanted to have my own speed shop, hot rodding, vintage classic cars ever since I was not even born yet.
Alright, here he is. There's the Datsun. And we had to cut a lot of vines.
I'm going to try to suck this thing out of the ground. Move the truck a little more this way and come as close as you can to the 260. Leroy, this is a delicate operation. Don't do this at home. We're gonna jam this edge between the plant growing and the front of your car, front of the Datsun.
All I see is chains moving.
Lift, lift, lift. Oh. Alright, stop. Now I want you to get in the truck and pull forward.
Can I ask you a question?
Nice and gentle like, yeah.
Why do I have to move forward? Why can't I just put the bed down and drag
You got a root of a f***ing tree trying to grow here, and I just want to get it off of that. And I would like it to pull it over this way, just a little, and then you can just do it like normal car.
Turn right?
I want you to turn left, and then you'll straighten the truck with the car. Right now, we're good. Ready? Stop. Wait. Whoa. There's a vine that looks like it's going to rip the car in pieces. Snap that, snip it, and the bottom. I don't know what's going on, if it's connected.
That's how you do it professionally, huh, Leroy? That's gonna be your car.
I'll pull any car out of any woods for $299.99.
95.
Right.
If you guys are looking for a trunk for a 240,
Yeah,
you
don't
can
look
get
here.
a solid trunk from me. Look at this. So our plan for this car is to restore it back to
right. That's a monument from my childhood.
or it used to be.
Can you do a video with this once?
I did. That was to
from
get all the vines. And
What?
trees,
Let's see if you remember.
all
What
that around.
dealership sold these two Datsuns brand new?
Hornung Nissan.
What is it?
I don't know if that's right.
Is it
Hornung?
Hornung Nissan?
Hornung Nissan.
It was a German guy.
Dealerships today have like hot dog stands and chandeliers and a couch to sit on. Back in the day, dealerships didn't have like a couch, they didn't have a chandelier. It was just new carpeting. A couple of posters were hanging up on the walls of what cars they were selling and all that. The car was just in the showroom with a little piece of glass in the front. Sometimes the glass was a garage door that was mostly glass, you know, so you can see and wow, I like this car. How much do you want? Wow, it's a lot of money. I'll take it, you know. All that kind of thing. You go in a dealership now, leather couch, marble floor, chandeliers, like you don't need any of that. It's a dealer. I'm here to buy a car, not to take a nap. The dealerships back in the, let's say, the 70s, the owner of the dealership was actually there and he would buy between 10 to 15 cars at a time, let's say a Datsun 240. So when he would sell those 15 cars that he got from Datsun, he would get another 10 to 15. See what I mean? Now, like new dealerships, they have to sell a certain amount of cars to meet their quota and stuff like that. And the last thing they're worried about is the guy buying it, you know?
Seton Hall University. I love it, I love it, I love it. Almost done. Keep going. A little more. There you go, you're off. Now go as far forward as you can. All right, tilt the bed. It's crooked. You need to move the front that way. How are we gonna do it? You guys know how you're gonna do it? I know I'm gonna do it. You know how you're gonna do it? What about you? You know how you're gonna do it? Relax, I'll show you. Push. Done. Done.
That's how you do it professionally.
What's up? Here we are again.
Yeah, we're here to get the other dots.
You got all your buddies here hanging out.
Oh, Lee?
Oh, Lee and all
all
those
of
people,
America.
You know,
Of
all
course.
your followers are
Of
all
course.
great. Say hello. Lee, say hello.
Hi.
It's got a tree growing out of there. I hope it doesn't become a problem. You forgot your goggles now?
Yeah.
Well, go put it away. Leroy, can I borrow your goggles, your sunglasses, please?
I still don't understand why Leroy wears those. I am not wearing those
Because
glasses.
he looks damn good in it. That's why he wears it.
I'm not wearing those. I am not wearing those.
You can't just go do this. You have
Yo,
to wear something.
I am not wearing those.
Try to open up.
They're terrible.
See, I think there's a tree growing out of here. It's all the way right through the car right there, that stump. Hopefully it doesn't give me a problem. We can just take it out. Slide out, kind of, but pick up the car and it'll slide out, you know? Bring it down. Which one? All right. It's not bad for, you know. Needs a couple things, but that's it.
How does this car running by tomorrow?
Huh?
How does this car running by tomorrow?
Just go a little, just like this. Look, like that. Bumper. Yo, go up here. You ripped this, got oil playing out. Got oil down.
Dang, it still got a battery.
It does, you're right. All right, when we get there,
When we go
we'll look under the hood.
See the whole nose? It just went like this, the whole nose.
Really? It's gonna rip in half. Even the fenders?
From here over.
Oh, no.
Ready? Watch this.
Oh, that's bad. Wow. See, all day long, I was a conglomerator. See, I did a good job. Conglomerate, the guy that tells people like what to do. Up here. Let's get it as close as we can to the bottom. You can even bring it up.
Second.
Kind of see. We know what happens. Go. Oh, done. not to brand the car like, you know, they did with the cows. They beat up the metal and go, oh, bumper, don't it up. On the back of the cow, and they brand it. You're not supposed to brand the car when you tow it. I know it's a piece of shit, but I don't care. That's the way you got it, that's the way you deliver it. Exact same way you wound up getting finally. It's crying! Don't worry, little Datsun. Don't worry. Wait. There you have it. Look at that. Dual SU carbs.
Wow.
Overhead cam. That's what this is. Somebody stuck a K&N on this sucker.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Breather, yeah. This thing hasn't been touched since the early 80s. This is called a receiver dryer. New cars don't even have this.
Yeah, no.
It's one piece with the condenser, the way they do things now. This is from your fuel tank evaporative system, you know, the fumes from your gas tank. Now we have like 30 sensors on these things. They're like, all right, here.
See, this is crankcase pressure right here. The breather's right here. Pressure builds up from the bottom end, and it comes out this breather right here.
It's supposed to go right back in the intake manifold and burn itself again. Actually, some of that keeps the cylinders actually cooler by doing that. That's what they say. But anyway, this is bypassed.
Yep.
Forget this got old.
You got Datsuns, whatever you want to call it, are out.
These were on the same property since the early 80s, both of these cars. In that property where, where that cafe was and all of that.
These cars haven't been separated since the 1980s.
Still to this day, they're sitting right next to each other. I'm done with that car. Taking over the world.
One set of twin Datsuns on the same property at a time.
My dreams were always that I wanted to have my own speed shop, hot rodding, vintage classic cars ever since I was not even born yet.